Boom, welcome everybody to the Wisdom Movement Method podcast. I'm your host, Bryan Wisdom. Today we're going to talk about my trip to the Outer Banks, Hurricane Lee, seeing danger where others may not, and what we can do about it. Sit back, relax, enjoy today's episode. So I just got back from the Outer Banks. Hurricane Lee had come through. Surf was 8 to 12 foot on average. And something that very much surprised me was one of the days that I went out to check the surf in the morning. I wanted to surf. And mind you, if it's surfable, I'm going to go out. I've done this my whole life. And we got out there, my wife and I, and the surf was, 8 to 10, 8 to 12 feet, and it was not surfable. It was a washing machine. So it was coming onshore winds. The waves were smashing and crashing and whitewash everywhere, breaking in many, many different spots. And something that very much surprised me was we saw a set of parents, what it looked like a set of parents with kids that ranged from about, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old to maybe like 13, 14. So young kids around that 5 range to around 14. And the parents, especially specifically the mom, was sitting, letting the kids swim in this hurricane surf, this whitewash soup. And the kids weren't even necessarily swimming as much as they were just playing in the surf zone. So they were letting the waves pull them out and then bring them in and slam them. So they weren't going out and swimming in the surf. They were just playing in the surf zone. This is extremely dangerous. I do not recommend this in any way. And me thinking about this was like, even if that was, my own kid, if one of those kids got pulled out, probably less than 50-50 chance, even myself could rescue them. I don't know. I mean, it's so incredibly rough that day. The waves are so big. It is just a mess of whitewash everywhere. And yet this parent is letting their kids play. I don't know if it was a church group. I don't know really what it was. But the point is, these kids are playing in an extremely dangerous. I mean, it's no surf zone the whole time. Like nobody's supposed to be even like in the water. And the parent is just letting the kids play. There's a little kid, 5, 6, 7. So my first thought is like danger. Sometimes we don't see the obvious. This is like Captain Obvious danger that's there. But I tie this back to training clients in terms of health and fitness, working with the 50 plus populations. I will see clients that'll come in that'll be in a danger zone health wise. This could be high blood pressure. This could be, weight loss or excessive weight loss. This could be joint pain. Like maybe that person's knee is starting to hurt. Their shoulder is starting to hurt. They're kind of gutting through life, but they don't realize that their biomechanics of their shoulder's bad. Their knee isn't tracking right. Their hip is grinding. And the cool thing is that for me, I've been doing this 27 years. This is what I do is I look at people's posture. I look at people's joint range of motion. I look at people's biomechanics, and I'm able to see what's going on and then come up with a plan to make improvements, to work on transformation, and to really make big transformations because I'm doing this day after day. But I think a lot of times new clients come in, can be in that zone where they're in the danger zone, they're in that surf zone, and they just don't see it. They just, no problem. But if you are having, joint pain or body pain doing your workouts, or you are hitting a roadblock where you've got excessive weight loss you're trying to lose, or you need that accountability, this is where hiring a coach, having someone guide you in the right things and guide you to train in a certain way that's going to promote health and fitness and longevity for the rest of your life, rather than short-term gains that may cause joint pain, may cause you to need joint replacement down the road. These are things that I'm thinking about all the time. So this story really hit home because I was trained in how to be a lifeguard as a kid. I was trained to look for tides. So I was trained to literally look, where's the rip tide? I was trained to look, where is it shallow? Where if you dive in and you don't, number one, they'd always say, my lifeguard instructors always say, put your hands out if you're going to dive into the water, because every year people full sprint, run into the ocean, dive in head first, think it's deep and it's 2 feet and they break their neck. So I was trained, look for where it's shallow, look for where it's deep, look for rip tides, look for people in distress. How do you do CPR if somebody is in big trouble? Where do you do these things? So again, just like this example, I'm doing this day in, day out. We're doing this day in, day out, looking for ways that we can protect our clients, keep them healthy and active, and help you to see great results for a lifetime of health. So that was my trip. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good morning and good night.